Hi everyone, welcome back to my YouTube channel. Today we are going to talk about occipital bone, and here at the side you can see the diagrammatic representation of occipital bone showing different parts of occipital bone for the reference. So let's start our topic with introduction. Occipital bone is large, singular means unpaired bone. It is located at the posterior and inferior part of skull. It forms the back of cranium, the base of skull, and the posterior cranial fossa which houses the cerebellum and parts of brainstem. It plays a critical role in protecting the brain, connecting the skull to the spine, and providing passage for the key neurovascular structures. Now let's talk about anatomical parts of occipital bone. They are squamous part, that is the posterior portion of the occipital bone. Then it has basilar part, that is anterior to the foramen magnum, lateral part, that is also called as condylar part. Now let's talk about these anatomical parts one by one. First, it has a squamous part, that is the posterior portion of occipital bone. It is broad and curved. It forms a visible back of the head. It is externally marked by external occipital protuberance, that is a bony bump often palpable at the back of skull. Radiating from this bump is a superior nuchal line, that is a ridge for muscle attachment. On the internal surface, you will find the internal occipital protuberance and groove for the venous sinuses, as you can see here in the diagram. Next anatomical part of occipital bone is basilar part, that is present anterior to the foramen magnum. It extends forward to the joint the sphenoid bone. Internally it supports parts of brainstem, and externally it contributes the cleavage, that is slope leading to the foramen magnum. Next anatomical part is lateral part, that is also called as condylar part. It is located on the side of foramen magnum, as you can see here in the diagram. It features the occipital condyle which articulates with the first cervical vertebra, that is also called as atlas vertebra, forming the atlanto-occipital joint. This joint allows the nodding motion of the head or the yes motion of the head. Now let's talk about key foramens that are present in the occipital bone. First is foramen magnum. That is the largest opening in the skull. It transmits the medulla oblongata, meninges, vertebral arteries, spinal accessory nerve, and associated structures. Next opening is hypoglossal canal, that is located near each occipital condyle, as you can see here in the diagram. It allows passage of hypoglossal nerve, that is cranial nerve number 12, which controls tongue movement. Now let's talk about articulations of occipital bone. Occipital bone interfaces with 6 bones. These are parietal bone, as it articulates superiorly with the parietal bone through the lambdoid suture. Then it articulates with the temporal bone laterally. It also articulates anteriorly with the sphenoid bone, and it also articulates with the atlas, that is C1 vertebra, through the occipital condyles. Next, let's talk about development and ossification of occipital bone. It develops from 4 ossification centers: 1 basilar ossification center, 2 lateral ossification center, and 1 squamous ossification center. These centers fuse during early childhood. Complete fusion of all parts is usually achieved by age 6. Now let's talk about clinical significance of occipital bone. First is basilar skull fracture that involve the occipital bone can affect critical neurovascular structure and are often serious. Second significance is occipital neuralgia, that is sharp pain in the back of head. It can arise from irritation or injury to the occipital nerve passing near the bones. Next significance is foramen magnum, that is regions of great surgical interest due to its role in brainstem and spinal cord passage. Now let's talk about conclusion of this lecture video. From the elegant curvature of the nuchal lines to the critical gateway of the foramen magnum, occipital bone is a blend of strength and function. It's not just the foundation of your skull, it's the architectural keystone linking brain and spine, vision and movement. And this was all about occipital bone. Hopefully you liked the video. If you do, don't forget to like, share, subscribe and comment. Thank you for watching.